human. Play, Damjat, human.
Hello again, my lovelies. Pirate Scum Gaming here. Hope y'all are having a good day, and today is a bit of a special edition. Normally when I put videos out there, build reviews and whatnot, but today we're going to be talking about the 12th anniversary Terran bundle. The full bundle was released earlier this morning, and I can tell you from my perspective, I am psyched about this. And also with me today is Stowe Mikey, another content creator and streamer for Star Trek Online. Say hello, Mikey.
Hey, everyone.
Alright, so we are going to dive right into this and dissect this whole bundle. And I can say that I think you all should get the bundle, because the one reason is because if you buy the bundle, you get the Terran Engle, which has one of the best carrier traits and a really good console as well.
Yes, because they put that ship in this bundle, that alone, in my opinion, makes the entire bundle worth it.
Oh, absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree.
And everything else is just a nice bonus, and very nice bonuses at that.
Yes, absolutely. We're getting a bunch of costumes and some other things, so let's take a look at the ships we're getting. We're getting a Terran Lexington Dreadnought Cruiser, which is the Terran equivalent of the Odyssey. We're getting a Terran Cygnus Battle Cruiser, which is the Terran equivalent of the Galaxy. Terran Adamant Heavy Raider. This is new. This is a new design for a Terran Defiant. And pretty sure nobody saw that one coming.
No, I certainly didn't.
Yeah, me neither. I was very, very surprised when I saw that, and very, very happy at the same time, because that design is absolutely killer. Let's go take a look at that. And also,
Absolutely.
yeah, also we're getting a Terran Trailblazer science ship, which is the Terran equivalent of the Voyager. So let's go ahead and take a look at these ships.
Yep.
All right, so right here, this is the new design for the Terran Defiant. This thing is freaking cool. I absolutely love the design of this ship. Yeah, Nick really outdid himself with this.
You mean Thomas?
Or Thomas, I'm sorry.
It happens.
Okay, and here is your Terran Galaxy. This thing is really cool. I like that they have this deflector in the saucer. Here.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, I'm not a fan of the design of the Cygnus. I'll probably end up flying the classic Galaxy variant myself.
And that's how it usually is. I mean, not everybody's a big fan of the designs, but I, for one, just kind of like the designs. It's a departure from their normal stuff, and I like that kind of thing.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to, crap on the design. The design is beautiful. It just doesn't. It's not my cup of tea.
Of course, and like I always tell people, hey, you fly what you like. And here is your Terran Odyssey. This is amazing. I love this. It has the Nebula weapon pod on it. That is freaking cool.
Yeah, Thomas just hit it completely out of the park with this one, with not just the regular Yorktown revamp, but with the Lexington. Oh man.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely sick looking. I'm sure Stu is just absolutely wetting himself over that right now.
I think there's a lot of people who are doing that.
I know Augie's probably losing his mind over this Terran Defiant. This is probably one of the first ships he's going to do, because he loves the Defiant.
Yep.
We have the Trailblazer right here, which is your Terran Voyager. This thing is pretty cool looking. It's the warship version of the Terran Voyager, which I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like the warship, the Trailblazer. I've never been a big fan of the Pathfinder myself, but the Trailblazer, oh man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a definite. Yeah.
And last but not least, this is the Terran Engle here. And our good friend Augmented Dictator Games just did a visual review of this ship, so he's going to probably have a lot more content revolving this ship coming up fairly soon.
Yep. And yeah, account-wide superior error denial. Yeah, that's what makes this bundle worth it.
Yeah, yes please.
Yep. No more gambling on a lockbox for this, or spending 1.3 or more.
Exactly. Okay, and We are also getting, here's some new stuff that we're getting. We're getting the Inquisitor's uniform, which I like that.
Yes.
Because, ground and space Barbie is a true endgame, folks. Whether
Yes,
you
it
like it or
is.
not. An additional
Now,
collection of previously unreleased Terran uniform variants? Yes, please.
yep. Now, the only question I have for the uniforms is, can we get the voice box?
That would be cool if we
Like,
can get that, but I don't know if they're going to give that to us.
yeah, it's definitely a wish list item, but it's like, yes, devs, if you're listening, please consider that.
Yeah, it is by no means a deal breaker. I'm going to get this regardless. You
Yep,
also get
same
the
here.
exclusive title Inquisitor, which I love that.
Yeah.
And here's the additional inclusions. You get a T6 ship coupon, 100% off. Yes, please. I could use more of those. Experimental ship upgrade tokens. Yes, please. Starship slots. Oh,
Yep.
12 master keys. Yes, 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 yes. Give Daddy master keys. And 12 ultimate tech upgrades.
Yeah, all that additional items, they're just icing on the cake. Like, they're just adding so much extra value into this bundle.
Yes, sir. And it has a. This is the big surprise right here. I know a lot of people were expecting this to be a lot more expensive than this, but for 17,500 Zen for this thing is great considering all that's in here, and the discounted price. Oh, what are you waiting for, people? Take my money, please.
Yeah, I was expecting, 17, 18,000 to be the sale price, not the regular price. Like,
Agreed.
they've outdone themselves with the value of this bundle.
Yes, they have. This is a very decent price bundle for the amount of things that you're getting in it.
And as the biggest surprise and bonus for people who aren't willing to buy the bundle or who can't afford to buy the bundle, you can at least buy each of the 4 ships individually.
Yes, and yes, that was a huge surprise. I'm sure a lot of people weren't expecting that, and I'm glad the devs did that. Because I know
Yeah.
a lot of people were complaining about the legendary and that, it's bound, you have to buy the whole bundle to get them all. In this case, they're making each of them available in the C store, but the downside of that is if you want the angle, you have to buy the pack.
Yeah, and to me that is fair because it is a lockbox ship. And truth be told, and people like us who are in the end game, we know how much money it would take to get that ship, and realistically, it would cost the amount of this bundle to get one of those.
Agreed.
And here for 13,000 Zen, you're going to get it account wide, which is huge. Anytime they put, a premium ship into an account wide bundle, whether it being MUDs or now in this case a C store bundle, I always recommend it. If you have the means, definitely take advantage of this.
Absolutely. And here's a picture of what the uniforms look like. I am psyched that we're also getting the new Terran badge. I've been wanting one of those.
Yes, I've been wanting that badge since the first mission we got with Lita.
Yep. And speaking of which, here is the additional bits and parts we're getting. Badge, Terran Empire, large. Yes. Terran Odyssey Excursion variant with rank indicators on shoulders. Yes, please. I love that. Arm attached left, Terran Dagger armband. Yay. That's for male and female, but for you ladies out there, we have upper uniform, bare chest, Terran Odyssey sleeveless, and upper uniform, bare chest, Terran Odyssey Excursion cropped.
Yep. All those look so good.
Yes, they do. Of course,
There's going to be a lot more Terrans running around very shortly.
like that's a bad thing.
Absolutely not.
And here is as my tongue stops working, the Mirror Angle Strike Wing Escort. Here's a picture of it. Like I said, Augie did a visual review of this ship already. So go on over to Augmented Dictator Games, check it out, and if you haven't done so already, ring the bell, smash that subscribe button like it owes you money, and give Augie a follow. He very much is appreciated.
Yeah, they knocked it out of the park. Like, I've never liked the angle, how it looks, but the Earhart and especially the Terran livery, oh man, chef's kiss.
I couldn't agree more. And here we have the upgraded Lexington. You have the Federation livery, the upgrade for you just want to fly the Federation version, the Terran version with the weapon pod, and the Yorktown of the Terran variant. I actually love these. These look amazing.
Yeah, all three of them. It's, again, Thomas, you've outdone yourself.
Absolutely, Thomas, chef's kiss.
And yeah, and the stats on the ship are interesting, to say the least.
Yes, and I believe Augie already said a lot of this is going to be game changers. And
Yes.
I can't wait to see how they do it. This console universal multi-direction artillery barrage, that looks very interesting. I'm eager to play around with that.
Yeah, that has definitely piqued my curiosity. The passives look good, and until we get it in game, we can't give it a definite answer. But
Of course, it
so
needs to be
far,
tested.
yeah, but so far what they have given us looks like there's potential. And then
Agony Phaser Lance. Yes, please.
Yep.
For those of us who love the Agony Phaser, and God knows Augie does, and I've been getting to like them too on my mirror ships.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, I am liking that multi-directional artillery barrage. That looks very interesting. Can't wait to see how that plays out. Yep. The dimensional modulation also looks very interesting. I do like that.
Yeah, I like how the wording of it seems like there is potential for it, and that, yeah, this is going to be an obvious broadside with it being a 4/4 and Miracle Worker, so it's going to be a decent energy weapon platform.
And they gave it a hangar. That's even better.
Yep, with the new shuttles.
Yes, the mirror shuttles, and those things are really freaking cool.
Yeah, and these ones have agony beams instead of the so it's not like the Discovery ones.
Right,
have agony. So for people who prefer Space Barbie and to keep everything on theme, yeah, these are definitely going to be a help.
Yeah, it looks like they're just having beams. I don't see anything about torpedoes, so that may be interesting for those who are running torpedo boats. But I know a lot of you are going to probably be running those we call the Alliance squadrons for that. So we'll have to see how this plays out. I'm definitely going to give it a try.
Yep, I think they have potential, but it's the Alliance ones are going to be number one. But these look like they're going to give the Discovery mirror ones a run for their money.
Absolutely. All right, and here next up is the Terran Cygnus battlecruiser. I know Thomas has been working on updating the skin of this for a while, and I absolutely love the way this looks. You are be able to get the old school Terran as well as the new Terran with the red devil horns.
Yeah, I wish we had the option of, on the classic liveries, the classic looks, to make them red instead of yellow. But
agreed.
That's just me being a little nitpicky, you know.
And I'm wondering if on my Mirror Gal X I can get the new devil horn look.
We'll have to find out.
Absolutely, I can't wait to find out.
And yeah, this ship's interesting too, with it being a 5/3. Who would have thought we'd get a 5/3 Galaxy?
I know, right? I know Stu's probably wetting himself over this because he's not the biggest fan of 4/4, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I can make it work. But 5/3 is just so much better.
Yeah, and especially with this being a temporal op ship. So yeah, recursive sharing 3.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is definitely going to be a forward-facing beam overload platform for sure. The only downside is the fact that you got 2 Lieutenant Tacticals. So that means you're going to have to use that Universal to get beam overload 3.
That's true.
So you're going to have probably too many tactical abilities, in all honesty, but there's ways around it.
Yeah, there's definite ways around it. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly.
All right, so let's look at the console and the trait. We have Destabilized Dimensional Rip. That looks it's kind of interesting considering it says this console additionally provides a passive bonus to exotic particle generators and phaser damage. It's interesting that they put like an EPG thing on a battlecruiser. That's kind of interesting.
Well, we know they've been doing this for a while with Terran ships that a lot of times their console is usually a science-based or an EPG-based console.
And it's
Like,
universal, so it looks like it can. We might be able to slot it on a science ship. So that's.
yeah,
I'm
it
kind of
looks
liking that.
the passives are good, but the clicky after reading it a few times, I have to say this is going to be a troll console.
Yeah, it's pushing stuff around. That's definitely going to be something that trolls are going to use. Like I said,
Yeah,
it may come in handy in some circumstances, like when you're doing. I want to say, was it that one that I don't like? Procyon 5.
yes.
Pushing a lot of those annoying people out of the way, saying close the rifts. That's going to be useful there, at least in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, I could see that. Because what concerns me about this console is, it banishes for several seconds. Okay, one, we need to know how long, but also two, it says banished foes cannot be seen or targeted.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's the troll aspect, and yeah, you're never going to see this console in any even semi-serious DPS run.
Yeah, no.
Because yeah,
No, you're gonna make enemies go bye bye, and we don't know where they're gonna be. Yeah, no, we don't want that.
yeah,
We don't want spheres disappearing then reappearing randomly.
exactly. We have enough problems of that on a advisory there.
Yes, agreed.
Thank you. You guys know what I was trying to say.
All right, Starship. We have controlled aggression. This looks plus 5 to 30 control expertise. Scales with EPG for 20 seconds. I know a lot of science captains are going to be very happy with that.
To be honest, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, because 30 control is
Yeah, it's not
about,
that much.
yeah, it's about what you get from a console, and considering how good the vast majority of science traits that we have currently are, I can't see what you would, put this in for.
Perhaps for a budget build, someone who's just
Perhaps.
getting started and they don't have anything better.
Yeah, I'll concede that. But if, like, to me, the other budget one I would put instead, if you have it, is Leisurely Pace from the Summer Horizon ship.
That's true. That did come for a free ship for those folks who
Yeah,
did the event. And like I tell everybody, do the events because you never know when something on these ships is going to be good.
exactly. So now we get to the beast.
Oh, this one, yes. The Adamant Heavy Raider. Oh God, yes. I love the way it looks on the original Defiant build, but the new design is just. It looks honestly, it looks like Runabout with attitude.
Yeah, as much as I love the classic Defiant look, the Adamant is just so much better.
Yeah, forgive my comparison. It's a Runabout on crack.
Yeah, it's because when you see the Defiant, you think of a warship, not a raider.
Right.
When you look at the Adamant, it's like, no, that is a raider.
Yeah, it looks like a marriage between the Defiant and a pilot ship.
Yes, yeah, it looks like basically this is a ship out of Tom Paris's wet dream.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do love. I absolutely love this new design of the Adamant. It is really cool looking, and I can't wait to fly because I think this thing's just going to be all. This thing's going to be all over the place.
Yep. And because it's a raider, oh yeah, lots of good seating, lots of versatility.
Words for you, Raider flanking.
Yep. But the fact that all the seating except for the commander are universal, so you can essentially do pretty much anything you want with this.
Yes, and combat cloaking device. I'm interested to see what that is.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a battle cloak or what that is.
yeah, that's a good question because we haven't seen that phrasing before.
And this experimental weapon, I'm kind of digging this a little bit. The Terran Repeating Warhead Launcher. So we are getting a torpedo machine gun. Basically, it sounds from what it sounds like.
Yeah. And again, it's heavy kinetic damage times 3. Okay, what's the figures? Has good shield pen, So, and it has an inert 30% crit severity, so that's, fairly good.
And the starship trait Wild Weasel. I'm digging that name.
Yes. I see that trait definitely being useful for solo play, for when you're doing like missions and patrols and things like that. Because anytime you can clear your threat on solo play, yeah, I can definitely see that being useful.
And I like that it's kind of a tip of the hat to an old Air Force fighter. It was the F4 Phantom, but there was a variant called the F4 Wild Weasel.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And they were heavily used in the Vietnam era. And they were used to. The second seater was there to like jam enemy radar and kind of like draw them off of the targets. In the Terran universe, this thing's attracting targets instead of putting aggro on them. They're taking aggro themselves, which I like that.
Yeah. And
how useful that is going to be in high end, I don't know yet.
It's not going to be useful.
Yeah, you're not going to want some stray shuttlecraft just running around causing havoc.
Exactly. And the unexpected bonus of this ship, Agony quad cannons.
Yes.
Yes. I love the quad phasers. To me, they're the best sounding cannon in the game.
Agreed.
And now that we're getting an Agony, like, even though the visuals are pretty much identical, but it's just Agony is so much better.
Yes.
Now, the $1 million question is going to be, can we equip both types?
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see if you can put both on there. I don't know. It doesn't say one way or the other yet.
Exactly, because we don't have the full tooltip, so
yeah, we'll find out real soon.
Exactly, we'll find out on Thursday.
Okay, experimental weapon, Terran repeating warhead launcher.
They already did that.
Yeah, 135-degree firing arc. I like that. Heavy kinetic damage ×3, so it looks like it's firing off bursts of 3 torpedoes. And plus 30% crit severity with this weapon.
Yeah, it has potential.
Also, this console is this Agony redistributor.
Yes, this is the crown jewel of this pack.
Yes, I totally agree.
This is a clicky and an AoE recursive shearing, basically.
Yeah, and imagine what this is going to do on a torque boat. Oh my lord.
Yeah, because the other thing I was thinking with this is, because it deals phaser damage, does that phaser damage get boosted with other consoles and abilities?
I'm hoping it does, because that would be just absolutely amazing on a phaser boat. Yeah, that would be on Beam Overload. If I can get this console, I may put it on my Mirror Dreadnought and see what happens.
Yep. And because it ignores shields and ignores half of resistance, yeah, this thing's going to hit hard. And up to 20 foes like that.
Oh, yes.
There's not going to be a lot of opportunity to get maybe the full 20, but I can think of quite a few scenarios that it's going to be extremely helpful.
Yeah, like take an ISE on, say, like one of the Transformers where they have all the spheres grouped up on that Transformer, and you fire this off, it's going to hit all of those? Oh, baby.
Yeah, and the other one I'm thinking of, and this is going to be for our mad science friends, HSE.
Oh, I'm seeing some real big parcels coming from that.
Yeah, like imagine this console on, the pure HSE science builds.
Yeah, imagine
guy going in for first group.
Yeah, guy going in before he even gets in or hits this thing, and it goes against all those cubes. Oh man.
Yeah, so this console is the crown jewel, and yeah, this is going to be huge in the DPS side of the game for sure.
Absolutely. We have the Terran Trailblazer science ship. I dig this. Thomas killed it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and it being a 4-3, thank you, because I hate 3-3 sciences.
Yes, 4-3. Yes,
I'll be honest.
they are
I
listening. They are listening.
Yes, I don't mind 4-2s. I really don't. But 4-3s for a science to me is what a science ship should be.
And one
And
odd thing about it, it's Miracle Worker.
yeah, well, looking at it, it's very similar to the Janeway. Very similar.
Well, Sark ought to have a
I
field day with this because he does insane things with it with the Janeway.
Yeah, I haven't done too much with mine, which kind of I regret. But looking at this, as much as I hate to say it, I think this is going to end up being a bit better than the Janeway.
I'm eager to find out.
Yeah, the miracle. In all honesty, the Miracle Worker is not going to really help too much for a science build. But if you're going to do maybe like a deuce side, then yeah.
It's nice because
But
this also has the commanded inspiration array. That's nice.
yeah, because it's a full spec command ship. So and the commander science command, yeah, boom. So yeah, we all know what this ship's going to be. It's going to be a Cytorp.
Oh yeah.
And the other big surprise from this, it has a lance as well.
Yeah, what science ship has a phaser lance? I've never seen one with a phaser lance yet.
No, because those are usually dreadnoughts.
Right, and I saw that. I was surprised when I saw that.
I was surprised from like a player point of view that yeah, they're going to put something like this on a science ship, but considering that this is Marshall Janeway's ship, yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Right, and let's take a look at the Universal Console here. Passive bonus to shield capacity, but also crit severity, which is nice.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, as much as we hate to say it, we knew some sort of shield trait or console would squeeze its way into this.
And it says it scales based off your current Starship particle generator score. So the higher that is, the bigger the passive bonus. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be insane depending on how like what exactly the scale is, because some of these science builds have crazy high EPG numbers.
Right. And we see creates a ramp reflection drone for 10 seconds, immune to all damage while drone is active. The drone may be targeted or destroyed. That's a little disappointing.
Yeah, but if it wasn't, then it'd be way overpowered.
Oh yeah.
So I do see this console. I do see the clicky having its uses. Definitely.
Yeah. Nice thing about that, it says if my tongue stops working again. If destroyed before 10 seconds, cooldown partially refunded. I do like that.
Yes, that's a nice little touch. That's very, very appreciated.
And we got the trait weaponized exotic particles. Plus 50 exotic particle generators while in standard weapon firing modes.
Yeah, it could be very, very good for your EPG builds.
Yeah, especially since they're counting torpedo spread and high yield torpedo. Yeah.
And mines.
And mine. So yeah, that's going to be very good for an EPG torpedo.
Yeah. So the $1 million question again is going to be, will this stack? And what is the duration and cooldown? Or is it going to be like Ruin of Our Enemies and be crazy overpowered that just keeps stacking?
Right. Well, we're going to have to see. I mean, they may, if it's too powerful, they may adjust it and adjust it. You really don't know until it's out there and they start playing with it just how crazy some of this stuff's going to be, and if it's going to be subject to adjustment or nerfing.
Exactly. And looking at it, yeah, both this trait and console do pair well because the console's passives are boosted by EPG, and then here you got an EPG boosting trait. So I see those being potential for our crazy scientists out there.
Absolutely.
And yes, I am looking at you, NeoJet.
We're looking at you. We're staring you. We're silently judging. Also, to kind of a lesser extent, Stargate, because you know how he does some crazy stuff.
Very true. But Stargate, he's an evil scientist, but not crazy evil like Neo.
Yeah, Neojet's just like just a space evil wizard warlock.
Yeah. But also, we also need to remember that everything in this blog is subject to change.
Absolutely, and that's what
That
you need to remember.
that what ends up being put into the game on launch might not be identical to this. So please do not be taking to social media and the forums and complaining. These are
Yeah,
always subject to change until it is launched.
exactly. So do not be surprised if when this stuff comes out and some of the stuff is just a little bit different than what's saying in this blog post. Like Mikey just said, items subject to change. This is not set in stone, people.
Exactly. But all in all, this is probably one of the best packs we've gotten, hell, ever, in all honesty.
Yeah, agreed. Outside of the 10th anniversary bundle, this is probably the second best bundle. For me, I'm giving this 2 thumbs up. Get it.
Yes, me too. I am highly recommending that if you are able to, definitely get this bundle while it's on sale. And the good part is, at least you're going to have 2 weeks for the sale price, so that's probably helpful for a lot of people.
Agreed. So
So,
now's the time to start getting your bags of pennies and gold together. Find your doubloon stash, get it out, get it ready, because you're going to want to get this, guys.
okay, now here's the tough question for you, JB. Now, yes, we all know you're getting the pack, I'm getting the pack, a lot of people are. If you had to pick just one of the ships, that's the only one you could get for whatever reasons, which one would you pick?
Adamant.
Damn, no hesitation.
None whatsoever.
I'll be honest, I'm torn between the Adamant and the Lexington. The Adamant's just a little bit ahead.
I kind of thought you'd figure that out.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, this has been Pirate Scum Gaming and Stowe Mikey. Thank you for tuning in to listen. Remember to go give Stowe Mikey a follow, sub over on YouTube. Do it because I told you to. And with that being said, any final thoughts?
This pack is awesome. Buy it.
I echo that sentiment. And then this has been Pirate Scum Gaming, and remember, as always, don't go by the book, think like a pirate, and I'll catch you next time.
Like all Starfleet, you talk and you talk, but you have no gramba.